Hello from Denver, Colorado. I am here to present my online portfolio and my creative component for my Master's in Educational Technology degree. This is a great example of one of the great capacities that this degree has helped me to learn, which is that you can learn from a distance. I actually was able to take a job, move to Denver, Colorado, and still continue to finish my degree requirements. So I hope that you enjoy this video presentation. I'm sorry for the slowness of the internet and the choppiness of the video, but there is not a lot I can do about that at this point. So let's get started. Here's my home page. As you can see, there's a picture of me as well as just a little bit about myself. And if you click this About Me page, it'll direct you right to the next page of my website. So below here you'll see a picture of a picto chart that I created. This was a website that I used a technological tool at one of the beginning classes of my time in the master's program. And this just tells you a little bit about my passions, my goals, my background. I'm really big into basketball, family, faith, and friends. So my philosophy is on this page, and really what my philosophy is that I want to do something that I'm passionate about and help others to find what they're passionate about and to go and achieve the goals that they want to achieve. And so really the way to say that is that I want to improve the lives of others, challenge them to become the best they can be, and inspire them to pursue their own hopes and dreams. And I see that through education as well as through coaching women's basketball at the collegiate level. Here when it pulls up, you'll see that my resume is actually in a PDF viewer form, so it's really easy to print off for anybody who was looking at this website and wanted to print off my resume. There is actually a contact page on the website, so that's why there's not contact information on here, but it just shows a little bit of what I've done over the past 6 years of my life, really, at OSU and out in the world doing my career. Here is actually the artifacts for my educational technology degree. This just serves as kind of a home page for that and tells you to use the drop-down menu, which is right here, to see the different classes I've taken. So one of the beginning classes was Foundations of Educational Technology, and in this course we really got to understand what educational technology is and what the field is all about. So at the beginning we created a word cloud just trying to describe what we thought educational technology was, and then we created another one at the end, so you can see the difference in my understanding of where I fit in the field as well as what the field was all about. Down here you'll see my statement of professional goals, which I created in that first semester, and it really helped me to create my new philosophy that happened afterwards. So the second course here is Advanced Computer Applications in Education, and so in this course it was the first time I actually created a website, and it was a challenging project, but it was really rewarding because I learned that it's not that difficult to create a website, and you can actually make it look very, very professional. And so if you click the link down here, you can actually go through my entire website, which has all of my classwork for that course, as well as a resume and contact information. The third class that is on here is Digital Media Production. Now this was a summer course, so it was a kind of a shorter course, but it was actually really, really rewarding. It was challenging. One of the first things that I did was I created a Google tour of Major League Baseball stadiums, and this is a great example of active learning. So this will be good for geography courses or sport management courses, because if you have Google Earth, you actually can go through this tour and 3D tour everything around each stadium, click on links that lead you to the history of those. So it's a very active learning tool and a lot of fun to do. And then I also created a digital media production video, which ties into my current career, which is coaching basketball. And so using a lot of the techniques taught in the course, we created a video about how to shoot a free throw correctly. And that was a very, very difficult project, but very rewarding in the end when I completed it. So in library networks and databases, I learned a lot about research and how to ethically use research to create a literature review. So I actually had never created a literature review before, but this was a great way to learn how to successfully and very concisely bring together a lot of different research to see a clear picture of what's going on over a current subject. So my subject was teenagers' ability to evaluate the credibility of sources in online research, and so that was kind of the big final project in the course. But we also did an online tour using the same screencast-o-matic of a database. So I chose WorldCat, and I kind of taught my theoretical students how to use WorldCat to find valuable resources for their own research. In research design and methodology, this was actually my only face-to-face course in the degree program. And here we learned about the method of research as well as how to do it ethically and correctly. And we were able to choose our own research topic, and then we had to create a proposal. So mine was, determining influential factors towards a student decision to attend home college football. So I had to actually get research, put it together, come up with a method, and then the only thing we didn't do is actually compose or conduct the research. So this class really helped me to understand a lot about current research trends as well as how to do it effectively. Now, in computer-based instructional development, we actually created an entire website for a class. So I chose to create a leadership class website, and you'll see on some of the other classes that I have, I'd actually put together a lot of material on leadership, on a leadership class, and so this was kind of the website that would house that information. And so if you click here, you can actually see the link to the website. It wasn't embedding well, but there's all these different links here that students would be able to use on their own pace and at their own time. So it was a really, really valuable course because I was able to build on that first website to create this website to actually help students learn. So facilitating online learning, this actually ties really well into that leadership website because I was actually required to write a course proposal. So I stuck with that leadership theme and I wrote an introductory leadership course proposal for a blended classroom. So again, using that pedagogy of bringing in a blended classroom, some online, some in person, to help those high school students learn, I created this course proposal that again was housed on that leadership website. Now, in my Learning in a Digital World class, we actually learned a lot about the importance of a professional learning network. So one of the things that we were required to do in this class was to create our own professional learning network. Now, at the time, I had just gone through some gamification classes, and I was very interested in it because of my own interest in gamification, the gamification of basketball. And so I created my own professional learning network through Twitter. And so here's just an example. These are 6 main experts in the field of gamification, and I'm connected to each and every one of them. So at any time when I want to see what's going on in the world of gamification, I can just tie back into that professional learning network and see what's going on and learn from experts in the field. An Intro to Instructional Design. This class was one of the best foundational classes because it introduced ADDIE, which is Analysis, Design, Development, Implementation, and Evaluation. Now, this model is used to really help create any sort of course. And so again, this was kind of my first look at the leadership course. So I used this to kind of create, what are my goals? What do I want this to be about? How do I design it? How is it going to develop into an actual class? And then, of course, implementing it and then evaluating it. So this model is so valuable to my future as not only an educator but as a coach, as I come up with game plans on how to teach certain things. And so the ADDIE model was truly a very, very helpful tool that I learned about early on in my degree program. So digital games in the classroom was actually the first course that I took in this degree program, and this was kind of the course that really got me excited about it because I had never really heard about using video games in the classroom. And so we actually used a game. We got points for posts. We got to create our own avatar. We posted on this other website where we got badges for doing things right and doing extra things to compete against your teammates. And so it really excited me about the idea of gamification. So you can see some of my posts here. I created a gamified unit of kind of how to teach a free throw using gamification, so having points and different things like that. So it was a really interesting course. In my Psychology of Adult Learning course, I actually had the opportunity to play the role of an adult learner, learning from another teacher. So I actually learned from my brother how to change the oil in my car. So in this project, I documented the experience and then tied it back to the learning, and it really helped me understand the diversity and the difference of adult learners to traditional age learners. And so it was a very valuable course because adult learners have different requirements and different things that help them learn better than traditional learners. Now, my final course, and this was actually the final course that I took in my degree program, was media literacy across the curriculum. Now, this course was a lot different than my other courses, but was so valuable because it really helped me to understand the diversity of learners and how they are impacted by the media, as well as how they are impacted in the classroom. So I apologize that this is so slow, but there's some embedded material that takes a while to load on this page. One of the things that I did was this video ant technology project here, where we actually evaluated a commercial for different ideologies, and you're able to annotate it along with the video so people can see what you're doing. In this media creation project, I would actually use Screencast-O-Matic again to pause and point out different stereotypes that were being shown in a commercial. And then we actually created a media literacy curriculum unit, which I tied to marketing and how I could bring in media literacy into my marketing course. And so finally here over on the More tab, you have my reflective essay, kind of tying back all of my learning to the AECT standards that we are required to meet as professional educators. And finally, I have a contact page here where you can email me, and it comes directly to my email. And so I hope that you enjoyed my tour of this website, and I really appreciate all of my peers, my professors that really helped me learn so much in these last 2 years. I came from a business background, and I'm a basketball coach, and this information will really help me in my future career because of just because of the way it teaches you to learn with technology. And technology is constantly going to be a part of our lives, and so learning how to use it effectively is a huge piece of being successful in any career. So I thank all of my professors for helping me to learn the valuable information, the peers that I will stay in contact with for the rest of my life, and just of course of the great times that I had learning in this course. I hope that you enjoyed my tour and you enjoyed my website. Again, I apologize for the slowness of the internet, and I hope that you have a wonderful summer. Thank you.